Hello, hello. Um, hello. Adam Nolan here. And so a little birdie told me that the more information, the more cool stuff that I share with you, the more you guys are going to like me. So I had this crazy thought the other day that is because you guys know when I put stuff out, it has to be really, really high production values. It has to be, the design has to be perfect. The backgrounds have to be perfectly white. Like, I'm a perfectionist. There's no question about that, which is one of the main reasons why I don't put out a lot of content, because I'm busy helping my clients. I'm busy helping my customers, that kind of stuff, that I don't have a whole lot of extra time in order to create highly polished, beautiful training and presentation videos that I can just kind of hand out. So I had a thought. If you guys don't mind whiteboard drawings, terrible audio, me being unshaved, backgrounds that are completely off, right? Like this is the corner of my office right here. If you guys are okay with that and you don't mind seeing videos with slightly lower production qualities, then I've got some of the coolest training that you will ever possibly see, because I have a ton of stuff up here and I'd love to get it from here into your head, but it's just a real pain to have to go and make everything beautiful and perfect and up to Apple standards, So, okay, what I wanted to talk about today is probably the single biggest, most important thing that you could ever possibly do with your marketing. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter if you're selling services. It doesn't matter if you're selling products. If you're selling in a retail store, it doesn't matter if you're selling digital goods online. Anything, right? If you're selling something, you have to go through this for every single product that you sell. And the reason why this is so important is it's going to give you a very, very clear snapshot of what your customers want, what they don't want to do, what the results of having your product is going to give them, and the consequences of not having it. And this is something, it's called the Customer Desire Mind Map. And I borrowed this idea from Frank Kern, who I'm sure borrowed it from somebody else. Everybody pulls from each other. But I wanted to go over it with you today because it's really crazy important, and it's going to make such a huge difference when it comes time to putting together your sales material. So the idea is pretty simple here. I just wrote this out on my big ass whiteboard here, and in a nutshell, I brainstormed what my customers want, what do they not want to do, what are the results of doing this, and what are the costs of not doing this. So in this case, it was for a product on outsourcing, a high-level outsourcing training that I was doing. I believe anyway. Let me just read over this. This is for a high-level outsourcing training that I was doing. And in this particular case, my customers were business owners who were making between $500,000 and $1 million a year. And this is what they wanted. So what they wanted to get out of my program once they signed up, the result was total time freedom and business growth through outsourcing, while giving people the ability to run the business they want regardless of the skills they have. So if you wanted to run a marketing company and you're really good at running businesses, but you don't know anything about marketing, that's the type of company that this would be perfect for. Or maybe you run a consulting company and you need to hire somebody to do your accounting or your bookkeeping, or you need to hire a graphic designer, or basically any skill that you need to hire that you don't currently have that you need in your business. That's what this program talks about. So that's what my customers want, is total time freedom and business growth. Now, what do they not want? Well, they don't want to pay for expensive employees. Nobody wants to pay for expensive employees. They don't want to deal with complicated payroll, taxes. They don't want to work long hours. They don't want to waste their time or their money on bad hires, so like high turnover. They don't want to have to book full-time staff because you have to deal with benefits and all that stuff as well. They don't want to have to babysit staff. They don't want to have to manage admin. So these are all the things that they don't want to do. And these are all things that factor in immensely in the copy. So your copy would go, here's what you get from this program. Here are the end results. Here, you're not going to have to do these things, the without. And here's the cost to not do this. So what are the results then of somebody signing up for your program? Well, in my case, businesses were growing dramatically. My customers' the hours that they worked went way, way down. They had more free time to spend with their friends, their family, to make smarter business decisions. They were much happier in life. They made more money because they were able to leverage their time rather than working 12 hours a day. They saved thousands off staff costs because to hire somebody overseas is a lot less expensive than hiring someone locally. So these are the massive results, the big benefits that they're going to get from this. And when you go through this exercise, you're slowly building out your sales copy and your sales material without even realizing it, but you get inside the head of your customers. And what I do is, I created this, what you see on the screen here, I don't know, a year ago. But I save all of these because anytime you need to put together a piece of sales copy, anytime you want to add a bit to the program, anytime you want to send out any kind of marketing material, it all has to conform to everything that's written on this customer desire mind map. If it doesn't conform to the customer desire mind map, it should not be sent out. It shouldn't be in the program. So in this case here, this is a program on outsourcing. This is what my customers want to learn about outsourcing. If I put something in there on paid advertising, well, that doesn't fit any of what my customer wants or without, or the results or the cost not to do this. So it doesn't fit in there, ergo I don't put it in. So this is gives you a very clear outline of what your customers want, how to sell your product, the benefits, the features, all that great stuff. Anyway, so what are the costs to not do this? And this is the kind of the twisting of the knife a little bit. When you're doing your marketing, people are far more motivated to purchase stuff that is going to solve a problem for them than they are to purchase stuff that is going to enhance something for them. So people are much more motivated by moving away from fear rather than moving towards pleasure. So that's what this is in this case. The cost not to do this, you get overworked, you financially stunted growth, your business basically gets crippled, no business at all. Perhaps your business could go under, and that's a horrible thing. I mean, you see these brick and mortar shops that mom and pop started, and because the economy is terrible or for whatever reason, it's all boarded up now. That was somebody's hopes and dreams. That was their life. That was their baby. So to see that type of thing, that's a massive cost to not do this. That's a real gut-wrenching pain in your stomach. So that's the type of stuff that you want to have in here. Maybe really high expenses or high turnover, poor communication, inefficient staff. So staff that's just sitting around twiddling their thumbs while you're paying them $20 an hour or whatever it is that you're paying them. So I go through this exercise before I create any product, before I write any word of sales copy, because this, more than anything else, is going to be your snapshot of what your customers want, what they don't want to do, what the benefits they're going to get from your course, and the costs of not taking your program. So hopefully you enjoyed this quick little marketing minute. If you want more of this stuff, and you think it's cool and interesting, I got a lot of cool stuff to share with you. Just let me know. Like the post, comment underneath it if I do put a comment thread. I don't know where I'm going to share this yet. But hey, if you like it, let me know. I'll do more of these. They're fun to do. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of shaving. All right, see you later, guys. Ciao.